Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到我大西苗糖的频道。应该是听得出来，我的声音可能又比直播的那天又低了2度，这个真的没有办法。我倒是很意外，直播那天我原本以为我应该原本就是我的声音可能有比原本的声音低4度，我自己以为，结果看了回放之后，我发现好像也没有差很多。顶多就是多了一点鼻音，还有点沙哑而已。不过今天我很确定我的声音肯定是变了，绝对是跟平常不一样。那我也不知道到底是低到什么程度，我觉得起码是低了2个度了。那虽然还没好，但是我的声音还有，我们就继续往后看吧。今天就花1个小时的时间，大概可以看个3章4章吧。
And Sol Officer, over here!
Again, it's Poitiers. Have you seriously already forgotten my name? It's only been 3 hours.
What's your status?
Couldn't find anything useful. Sorry. I already asked the investigators who came with me to track down the other missing items, you know, to cover up for Loggerhead, but so far they haven't found anything. As for the person who stole the item, I haven't a clue.
Well, at least there haven't been any reports of arcane explosions or earthquakes. No news is good news, right?
What about you? Any leads?
Miss Noah didn't take the film, but she refused to tell us anything about its curse or the former owner, He Rijun.
Looks like I'm the only one who has good news.
You do? What about?
The illegal trade of arcane items. You told me to keep an eye on it. I contacted my guy who tracks all that stuff. Told me about this trader called Pug Dog, a middleman in the black market. He was pulled over for speeding this morning, but he actually paid the ticket right away. Can you believe that? I wouldn't be surprised if he shot the police car and ran away there.
An outlaw suddenly behaving himself. He must be up to something important. Something big enough to make him avoid getting into trouble over a speeding ticket.
The officers thought the same, so they tracked him to this stolen car, right? Well, guess where it's headed? Here. Chinatown.
What's he doing?
Waiting for someone's my guess.
A middleman for the arcane black market. So he probably has the cursed film. And now he's planning to sell it to someone. We should get him now, before the film's sold off. Come on, this is our chance.
Shh! Someone's coming.
Good evening, sir. I hope I didn't keep you too long.
You got the dough?
Of course.
It's an envelope. Looks pretty thick.
All here. Don't you worry, alright? You can trust me. Everyone in LA knows Pug Dog. Here's your stuff. Ha! I like customers like you. Generous and to the point. Alright, I'm out of here. Pleasure doing business with you. And hey, feel free to call me again. Seeing as you're a good customer of mine, here's a bit of advice. Watch your back on the way out of here.
What do you mean?
Sorry to interrupt, but neither one of you will be making your own way home. Miss Noah, Pug Dog. I'm afraid you'll be coming to the Arcane Affairs office with me.
Fucking cop!
这还是我的嘛 ？OK， 那我们就直接这样打吧。
Field check complete. Move carefully.
我之前
强梁既出，
在打那个危机跟艰难关卡，然后我就想说2月只上一只，应该就可以过了。
强梁 ，Please lend me your power. Be careful.
所以我的配置就变成那样。而且我发现它开自动的时候，它从来不会发红色的那一张。
Please don't forget.
Ow! Easy, easy.
它都只发上 buff 的那一张。
Miss Noah, could you show me what he gave you?
Go ahead.
Super 8mm. This must be it. Reunion of the Three Swallows. He Zhijun's final work. The culprit behind the strange happenings in Chinatown.
你们有时候可能会听到我在背景疯狂咳嗽，我真的是忍不住，喉咙真的太痒了。
Now all we gotta do is stop it from doing its arcanemy thing. But how? Smash it?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I have to admit, Miss Noah's right. Arcane items need to be handled with the utmost care. No one knows what will happen once it's broken. It could make things worse.
Fine. Let's take these two back to the office first. On your feet, tough guy. We gotta go.
Ugh. Damn it! How'd you find me? Some asshole sell me out? Wait. You! It was you! You fucking traitor! I should have known you were working with the cops!
Huh? What are you talking about? Wait, let me explain. This is just a misunderstanding.
Don't worry, Miss Scott. You're right. There has been a misunderstanding between you and him. Allow me to explain.
所以他面对的是斯考特，他是对斯考特说的吧？
You never had the intention of betraying him, nor were you working with us. You simply gave him the item you wanted to sell. That's it.
搞了半天斯考特就是内贼啊。
What do you mean?
A 计划我听过，没看过。
The truth was always there, hidden beneath the lies and distractions. All you have to do is whittle them down, one by one. The probable cause of the events in Chinatown is the reunion of the Three Swallows film reel, and apparently, Miss Noah has a history with it. But Miss Noah doesn't have anything to do with the Foundation. There's no way she could sneak into the ACD and steal the film. The same goes for this gentleman or any other outsider. So, the thief who wants Miss Latham to take the fall must work for the Foundation. In fact, since they stole the item without being noticed, they probably work for the ACD. And they must be close to Miss Latham to know enough about her amnesia to be able to take advantage of it.
But loads of people at the ACD know about my condition. You can't pin it on Scott just from that. That's way too harsh, right, Scott? Right? Scott, say something, will you?
How long have you known?
Since Miss Latham said you were good friends. With all due respect, your plan was far from perfect.
I knew it. You brought me along so this guy would call me out. You're right, I messed up. My plan was far from perfect because, well, I couldn't stick to the so-called plan since the very beginning. I didn't know the Foundation was already investigating the theft until after I'd hidden the items in Loggerhead's room. Then I had no choice but to use this idiot as the scapegoat. I never thought she'd accidentally bring the film to LA, or that I'd be ordered to investigate the case. I got in touch with this guy a long time ago, and the trade site happened to be in LA too. So, my plan was to get the film back and sell it right afterwards. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I shouldn't have gotten greedy, or been so nice to this dummy.
But... we're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Don't be ridiculous. I don't know how you can act like nothing's wrong when literally everyone is laughing at you. And the fact that they thought that I was one of your kind. Ugh, what an insult. I only hung out with you because I had no choice. You're an idiot who forgets everything every 3 days. It's your own damn fault. Anyone looking for a scapegoat would immediately think of you.
Quit it. I don't want to hear any more of your BS.
Hands up, Miss Scott. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Wait, you're still going to fight? Field check complete. Move carefully.强梁既出，王有不为。
之前好像，如果是用 AI 去自动打的话，它都会一直打这张蓝色的出去，然后就会反击。反击之后一直打蓝色的话，会造成那个可以群攻的效果。奇怪，它这个八方正则，这敌方全体造成400%的现实创伤，这两个好像都是一样的。只是说安重的数量更多的时候，它是可以给它增加异常状态，所以安重多一点的话，应该是更好。那如果我一直增加宣威的部分呢
Please stay behind me. You won't get away. 强人 ，Please lend me your power. My responsibility.
宣威好像确实是没有比较强。如果我用了2个宣威，再加一个这个，
Situation has escalated.
哦，它还是会自动把那个集满。
I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
它宣威跟安
And
重
please
各
don't
5个
forget
的
to
时候，
check
好
the
像会自
previous
动放。
reports too, man.
可是我要怎么？我好像没有看到他头上正好各5个，我还是不知道去哪里看他的状态。
Wait, Scott! I have to know, why did you steal from the Foundation?
Does it matter? Would you feel better if I had a reason? Oh, please. Your ignorant, stupid little brain makes me sick. It was for the money, of course. And to prove to the others that I'm not a bloody fool like you. Imagine the shock on their faces when they discovered that I did what none of them could. Those so-called unbreakable arcane security skills were easy to deal with as long as I...
You what? How did you bypass the Foundation security?
I don't remember. That's weird. How could I forget? All I remember is that an office lady talked to me in the corridor.
An office lady? When? What did you talk about?
She showed me something. It was a bit dazzling, but very beautiful. It was... Oh, right! It was a...
哦，斯考特，他刚才是直接被割喉了。
What? 这个是自从那个刚开服的第1章说什么有小孩子的手指之后，
Still intact. You've got no
第二
idea
次
how long I've been looking for this.
有类似的残酷剧情。
Hey there, kid. We meet again.
Scott!
中间不是没有其他人死掉了，但是
Not yet, but I doubt she can hold on much longer. I'll call an ambulance, and we're gonna need backup.
就是那个描写没有让人觉得那些人的死亡有怎么样沉重，或者是出人意料之类的。
Why are you doing this? Tell me. I need a reason.
It's my old friend that you should be asking. Long time no see, Nor.
Yeah, it's been a while. The last time we saw each other was in front of her grave, if memory serves. We really should keep in touch more often. But you've gone too far this time, my friend. This isn't part of our story.
This isn't a set, Director. It's not your call.
Careful!
哦，可星的这个技能不只用针，还用线的。
That's the spirit. This should be fun with you here, little Vigil. Let's all play our roles, shall we?
所以斯考特其实已经被抓过一次了，只是他吐不出什么东西来，所以他们决定把他放回去，当做没这件事一样。
Field check complete. Move carefully.
哦，我先看一下敌我情报。没有写他的那个，没有写他的故事哦。哦，这边才有。他是为了正义而战，正义，气脉郁结。打戏套招，他是不是还会点穴啊
Field check complete. Move carefully. 强梁既出，王有不为。Find cover. Stop. Please stay behind me. Be careful. You won't get away. Stop. My responsibility. 强梁既出， 网友不为。
剧情上设定是话费很贵，但我们这边好像可以一直打，一直打，不要停。我这边好像快输了因为他给我的异常状态，哈哈哈，比对方先死。好吧。正常的打的话，那就是我们把小红帽拿出来吧。哇塞，2月我把它弄到洞3 30级，打不过洞1 20级哦，都是1对1耶。看来配牌还是要合理啊。他会给我们上一场状态，那是不是应该上一下图图？我们让红豆捧上。皮克勒斯是可以驱散敌方的那个争议，但在这里面我们需要还是图图吧，用2只去打看看好了。
I'll keep us safe. Oh look, here's another one. We're not afraid of you. This constitutes information. You are not welcome here. Battle. Done. I said go away. Oh, be careful. You want me to? We'll find our home one day.
图图食指在这里也太强了。每个角色还是都有他的各自的位置。
The hell? I thought movie stars were just empty suits.
We're not going to last much longer. I have to do something. Podie, cover me. 强梁既出，网友不为。斩杀凶舅。消解不祥。What?
Hey! Rookie, watch out!
时辰还没到，站稳。
哇，是让他扎马步了吗？那真的很辛苦哎，还是在这种太阳底下。
That's...
不像样。和你讲了多少次，要沉肩坠肘，心静体松。
这跟体罚半蹲感觉好像没有两样。
嘘，看，他就要撑不住了。嘿，活该，谁叫他向老师告密的？
疏于练功，三心二用，你看看你带多了多少？以这样的体魄，强梁又如何能服从你？继续站，我等一会儿过来检查。扎不稳马步，今天晚上就不要吃饭了。
走吧走吧，没意思，他又要站一天了。哎，要不要去录像厅？好呀，去街角那家吧。今天他们家放神秘警探 C07。
我也想去录像厅。
I remember it now. I hated Qiangliang when I was little. Father was always trying to teach me something about the 12 Zhenzi, the master of Qiangliang, fighting the wicked and dispelling evil, fulfilling the duty of my inheritance. I was only a child. It was all too difficult for me to understand. The other kids hated me. I was a traitor, a class president who took the side of the adults and enforced the rules. They'd all hang out and have fun together, while I was left alone. I envied them. Their lives were simple. I wanted that.
一角，两角，五角。对不起，小猪。
That day, I disobeyed Father, gathered up all my savings, and headed to the theater. That was the first time I watched Detective CO7. It was amazing. But I knew it was just fiction, just an escape. It wouldn't change anything in my real life. Once the movie was over, I'd have to go back to the same home I had just left. I didn't want to leave.
也有这种只用电视就在收钱的影厅哦。
But the lights didn't come on when the credits
坐在
ended.
后排的人也
Rather, the silver screen lit up again and
也
played
之前也
something.
花的太不值了吧？
It was an interview with Miss 齐星。
齐星小姐，有好多小朋友中意你嘅作品，將你視為佢哋嘅英雄。但另一方面，唔少成年觀眾覺得你所飾演嘅警探 C07每一次都可以擊敗壞人嘅結局太過理想化，缺乏真實感。對於呢方面，你有咩睇法呢？你覺得呢點係咪警探 C07系列嘅遺憾啊？
現實世界已經夠殘酷，所以我哋先會喺電影世界入面尋求一個圓滿嘅結局，一個善有善報、惡有惡報嘅理想世界。如果連喺大銀幕上面，我哋都唔可以相信正義同埋公理，咁我哋仲可以相信啲咩啊？C07係正義嘅代言人，係鋤強扶弱、匡扶正義嘅英雄。無論面對點樣嘅危機或者險境，佢都可以帶俾大家期望嘅圓滿結局。我希望我哋嘅電影同埋 C07呢個角色，可以帶俾銀幕前嘅觀眾力量同埋勇氣。或者唔係每個人都可以喺現實世界成為一個真正鋤強扶弱嘅戰士， 畢竟呢一條路好難行。但係我希望可以通過我哋嘅電影同埋施靈親呢個角色，至少令大家成為喺生活中為自己身邊嘅人帶嚟圓滿結局嘅英雄。
It was just a short interview like any other, but I still remember every word she said. As the master of Qiangliang, you must use your power to fight the wicked and dispel evil. It is your duty to maintain the peace of the world. Qiangliang, the powerful being that had always been a blur to me, suddenly became clear. I realized that I could be more than just a hero who creates happy endings for herself and the people around her. I could be the hero who creates happy endings for everyone, just like CO7. She was right. Not everyone can do that, but I could. Because I was Yue of the Liang family, the master of Qiangliang. On that day, the burden that had been crushing me suddenly became a blessing. So, what went wrong?
Stay with me, Portia, please. Why? Why did you do that?
I thought you hated me. People always hate me.
You could tell, huh? But that's in the past.
这梁月也不是一无所知啊，
Forget it.
他也不迟钝啊。
Didn't know you yet.
只是选择了忽略。
Ugh, will you shut up? I'm not dead yet. The hell are you doing sleeping on my thigh, huh? My leg's gone numb. And clean up the drool on your chin.
What? I'm sorry.
Just kidding, boo. You're not drooling. All right, turn on the TV for me. I was bored out of my mind waiting for you to wake up.
"我刚刚真的还以为要在这一章里面双杀了嘞。我想说，这次这个是好歹也是新年的剧情，他这样子便当发的毫不手软，真的可以吗？哦，我还以为斯考特直接 他不止被割喉，直接被断头了。原来还可以抢救。
Are you up? I got you guys Chinese food. You must be hungry.
Almost 20 suspects in the holding cell were injured. Most were found unconscious at the scene and are now in critical condition at the hospital. The victims include arcane black market dealer Castor and Chicago gang leader Jason the Coyote, both of whom have since been acquitted of their crimes.
提心是想要做新世界的神哦。
Cameras out of the way! Out of the way! The ambulance needs to come through. We need banana bags stacked. These people could go into shock. Ah, my skin! It burns! Help! Help! Whoever you are who did this, just wait and see! I'll tear you apart, you asshole!
这就是司法不彰之后会出现的私刑正义吧。
The fire is speculated to have been started by a victim of a night piercer attack who displayed signs of mental instability. At the same time, similar incidents have occurred at the Lieber Street Detention Center and the Chinatown Police Station. The situations at both sites are similarly concerning. It has been reported that the Division of Arcane Affairs is considering the potential connections between these incidents. The mysterious figure behind the unresolved night piercer attacks remains their top suspect. As with the previous attacks attributed to the night piercer, the victims of these incidents are once again notorious criminals with extensive records. However, in light of the night piercer's escalating criminal activities, support for the figure is dwindling as concerns for safety rise. In response to ongoing skepticism regarding the lack of resolution of the night piercer case, Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs stated during the press conference that
I pass out for half a day and Qi Xing's already turned the city into her personal playground? Grab your stuff, rookie. We're hitting the road. Gotta find this bitch before she kills someone. What? Your feet stuck to the floor or something?
Deputy Chief Eldon took us off the case. It was an official order.
Early this morning, Constance Scott, a staff member of the Foundation's Arcanum Containment Department, was assaulted during an illegal arcane object trade. She's still in critical condition.
警长在这张里面异常的帅。
that the arcane skill traces found at the scene of the attack matched those left by the suspect in the ongoing Night Piercer case. Thanks to Noir and our Vigils cadet Liang Yue, who are both at the scene of the attack, we've been able to confirm the identity of the Night Piercer. Name's Qi Xing, a 29-year-old former movie actress from Hong Kong. She played the lead role in the Detective CO7 series, where she gained a reasonable amount of fame. She was in a few more movies after that, but no big hits.
他才29，两个月就说我从小看你的电影长大的哦。
The BAU's come to the conclusion that she's confused herself with her movie character, possibly a result of a mental imbalance caused by the setbacks in her career.
那我应该要去看一下梁月几岁。
She thinks she's the real-life CO7, the hero who fights evil and cares for the weak. In short, we have a vigilante on our hands. Thanks to a minor mistake from the Foundation's Arcanum Containment Department, we also have a dangerous arcane item. A cursed film reel called Reunion of the Three Swallows, somewhere in the city. Liang has confirmed that Constance Scott, the staff member who was assaulted by Qixing yesterday, is the perpetrator of the theft. As you're all aware, there's been an explosion in mental disorders in Chinatown. We now know that the source is the cursed film reel. It's currently in Qixing's possession, which makes her even more dangerous. Having learned about the history behind this arcane film, we have reason to believe that obtaining it was one of her motives. Since the film's been in her possession, there have been multiple assaults around the city, all matching the patterns of the Night Piercer. But there's one key difference. This time, the victims all showed the same mental disorder as the victims of the film. We believe that the suspect is able to control the film's power to some extent, and she's using it to commit escalating crimes at a much higher frequency. We need to act before the situation gets out of control. Reinforcements from the Foundation and the Vigils Bureau are already on the way. We will do whatever we can to protect our city before they arrive. James, Carter, I'm putting you on the case. You'll be taking direct orders from me. The rest of you, stick to your posts.
Excuse me, Deputy Chief Alden. I need to ask you something.
I already know what it is. You and Poitier saw that something was going on in Chinatown and started an investigation yourselves. You found the culprit behind the ACD theft and stopped an assault that could have ended much worse. You've done a great job. But there's one key thing you failed to do. You had a chance to apprehend the Night Piercer right then and there, but somehow she slipped through your fingers. According to your report and the witnesses' statements, you failed to summon your legendary beast when you confronted the suspect. As a result, not only did the suspect get away, but your partner sustained an avoidable injury. I need my best, most reliable officers on this case. Sorry, Liang, but you don't make the cut. The two of you will be excluded from the operation.
其实他们好像一开始就是被拔除在计划之外了。
This is our case.
不是吗？
We are
他一
doing
开始给他下马威的时候就不让他去查了。
Calm down, Miss Putty. Even if you feel fine, the doctor said you had to stay in bed for at least a few days.
The name's Poitier, and I'm fine, okay? Stop trying to... Damn it. So what went wrong? How come your friend... Tang Leng, was it? Didn't show up?
Qiang Liang must have sensed my hesitation and refused my summon. You see, if its master can overcome their selfish desires with an unwavering heart, it can turn on them. Father used to warn me about it. But that won't happen again. I promise.
If you say so, what are you gonna do now?
I'll continue with the investigation. I need to find Qixing.
What? But that angry grandpa already pulled you off the case.
I have to do this.
What for? Because of your duty to fight evil as the master of Xiangliang?
I've always had two things guiding me. My duty as a member of the Liang family and the spirit of CO7. But now, Qianliang has ignored my summon, and Qixing has turned out to be anything but a hero. They were once the beacons of my life, but not anymore. This could be a setback, yes. Or it could be an opportunity. For the first time in my life, I can think about what I really want without having to consider anything else.
You know what, Rookie? It always grinds my gears when you talk about your duty and all that stuff. But what you're saying now, I like it.
Aren't you going to stop me?
Why would I? It's our case, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with doing our job. If Eldon bitches about it, just tell him you bumped into the crook when you were strolling around the city.
Seriously?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, is there? So what's the game plan, huh? What are you gonna do?
This scene again? They must have done a dozen takes already, right?
Yeah, I'm no movie expert, but even I can tell the actor's nervous as hell.
Of course he is. Anyone would be nervous if they knew a wanted criminal could show up at any time and mess you up with Arcanum. Eldon tried to keep the details of the case a secret, but that director from Hong Kong told her crew about it as soon as she came back. I mean, I guess they have the right to know. And to run. Half of the extras got the hell out as fast as they could. And look at the other half. They're too nervous to work.
I know. Hey, that's the Vigil's cadet, isn't it? What's she doing here?
The officers said you're here to help, is that right? Excellent. We could really use a hand right now. Come, let's get you in costume.
I'm more than happy to help. But first, I have something important to ask you.
Right to the point this time. I see.
I don't think there's any need to tiptoe around each other anymore. Could you answer me directly this time? What happened between you, Qixing, and He Rijun, the creator of Reunion of the Three Swallows? How did she die? Why do you and Miss Qixing both want that film? And why is she doing this?
What do you plan to do with my answers?
To Qixing, I'm probably just another fan. But to me, she and her character mean something. I need to know why. I have to arrest her and find out the truth. maybe I can still fix things, but Miss Noah, I need your help if I'm going to do it.
You mean you want to know more about her? To peek behind the scenes, learn what really happened behind all the moving magic. I told you it's not a good idea. We create works not just to express ourselves, but to entertain. And when we release them to the public, we open ourselves to all kinds of commentary, whether they be sweet or bitter. But the people behind the characters, behind the production, they are not for entertainment. Their lives are not fiction.
Is that a no?
I haven't finished. Though I don't advocate trying to cross the line between on and off screen, if we cast aside your relationship as fan and actress and treat you simply as individuals,
抛开了人设是吗
saying I want to know more about you sounds rather beautiful. It's touching, really. I'll answer your questions, Miss Liang. Follow me. Our story began 11 years ago. Life was tough, as it is for all young artists. But, like the beginning of many stories, there was a kind of beauty in it. 又一新浪潮導演處女作亮相，胡圖雖然底子極佳，但由於大膽創新過度，導致內容詭異顛覆。即使業內有讚，但大眾實在難以欣賞，最終票房慘淡收場，實屬糊塗。咁我仲有咩好講啊？冇 taste 就係冇 taste。OK， 要叫好又叫座，有時係要妥協嘅。但係問題係我一向最唔擅長，亦都最唔中意妥協咯。
Nora？ 係咪 Nora？ 估唔到會咁啱喺度見到你，好耐冇見，見返你真係好開心啊！
你係 Teresa？ 你點解喺度嘅？你幾時返香港㗎 ？Teresa, or as you know her by 何日君, was a dear friend of mine, the scriptwriter of Detective CO7 and the creator of the cursed film Reunion of the Three Swallows. this is a pretty good script. Interesting. Teresa and I met while we were studying abroad at the Film Academy. We took the same scriptwriting class. We didn't talk much at first. She always sat in the corner on her own. I only got to know her after our teacher showed a script to the class as an example of excellent work.
The writer's name. Teresa.
Her stories could strike a balance between the details and the big picture. They were engaging, light-hearted, and warm. So, in that moment, when we met again at the restaurant, I realized she was the one I'd been looking for. At that time, she was an editor at a small press. I invited her to join my studio, and 3 months later, she put the first edition of Detective C07 on my table.
So, 你覺得點啊？你覺得邊度唔夠好嘅話，我都可以改㗎。
我諗緊主角要揀邊個？哦，你個劇本寫得好好，比我想象中仲要好。我哋就用你個劇本。So we had the script, but we couldn't decide who would play the heroine. We held endless auditions, even considered some famous actresses, but none of them fit. Until that night.
頭先嗰幾個你覺得點啊？我覺得最後嗰個好似都 OK。
唔得，佢唔夠 sharp。你都睇得出㗎。既然睇得出，就唔好焗住自己揀。我唔想將就。
但係，萬一現實生活裏面根本唔存在呢個完全符合我哋想象嘅完美人選呢？萬一佢只係我哋諗出嚟嘅，咁點算啊？
咁我就會一直揾，直到喺現實世界揾到為止。
哎呀！你喐手腳做咩啊？
我就係喐手喐腳啊！點啊？死鹹豬手！呢度唔歡迎你哋啊！仲唔快啲啦！
你睇住嚟啊！我唔會放過你噶。
咸猪手的语言语言是从粤语来的。
哎呀，大鑊啦！今次嗰兩個古惑仔附近出晒名，佢哋肯定會翻嚟報仇噶。我知你睇唔慣佢哋對個靚女鹹豬手，但係人哋都唔出聲啦，你嬲咩啫？你咁搞法之後，我點做生意啊？唉，今鋪真係俾你累死啊，阿星！
得啦，事頭，我走，佢哋再嚟就叫佢哋嚟搵我。嗱，鋪頭鎖匙啊！你記得早啲嚟開門啊，唔係啲熟客等到戇居居。
阿星，你，哎呀！
我有点在意后面的这个人，这个人他是踏着门槛上去的了，是不是？为什么扶起来？还是这边有个台阶？
睇嚟你啱啱失業喎。
邊位啊？關你咩事啊？
我有份工介紹俾你，你對做戲有冇興趣啊？Ah Sing was surprised when I made the offer. She said she needed to think about it, so Teresa gave her a copy of the script. The next day, she knocked on our door and took the offer. Later, we learned that Ah Sing was born into a poor family. Her father was in prison, and her mother had mental issues. She'd been the breadwinner for the family since she was a kid. Her father's reputation would often get her into trouble, so usually she was either on the way to a job or to a fight. The CO7 you saw always had a confident smile on her face, but in actual fact, Ah-seng almost never smiled at the beginning. An actor should learn to commit to the moment in front of the camera and come back to reality behind it. But Ah-seng didn't.
Oh,
she didn't come
她
back
演
to
完之
reality.
后
She's never once
还
stopped
沉
playing
浸
the
在角
role of
色里面。
CO7 since then. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She started to smile the way CO7 smiled. She went from brash and reckless to sly and methodical, just like CO7. The deputy chief and the BAU made a mistake. Ah-seng has not confused herself with her character. After all these years in the movie industry, I've seen a lot of actors get carried away by the glitz and glamour of their characters. But Ah-seng is different. She values CO7 even more than herself. So much so that, ultimately, it eclipsed her own consciousness.
所以连那个幕后花絮也是以 C07 的
Miss Liang,
角
you
度
asked me which rumors
去
about
讲的，
CO7 and the three of us were
不是他
true.
齐心的角度。
Now I can give you an answer. Most of them were. Is this? We drew a lot of attention after the release of CO7. Put a magnifying glass up to anyone and you'll always find imperfections. We were no exception. Ah-seng was as stubborn and uncompromising as I was. When we disagreed, it would blow up into a huge argument, neither one of us giving in to the other. Poor Teresa was always caught in the middle. I was too young, too bullheaded, to realize the consequences that this might cause. I tore a path forward, often ignoring the people around me. Teresa, on the other hand, was kind-hearted, perhaps too much so. She never got angry, no matter what people said. She just bottled it up inside and let it eat away at her. She didn't like taking photos. She was self-conscious about her appearance, so we only have a few together. This one was taken when we were shooting CO7 too. We were so close back then. Of course, we knew we'd have to part ways eventually, but we didn't concern ourselves with that. Even then, our shortcomings had started to hurt our relationship. But by the time we realized it, the damage had been done.
唔得，呢個結局太離譜啦！司靈真唔會咁做㗎。
When we were making CO7-3, Ah-seng was up in arms about the ending. In the sequence, CO7 tracks a criminal through a Shehua parade, hoping to finish him off herself. But when she finds him sitting at home with his family, she changes her mind. Ah-seng didn't like it. She said that CO7 would punish the villain for what he's done, that she would never change her mind. We had countless arguments over this ending, and of course, we never reached a conclusion.
得啦得啦，到此為止。我哋咁嘈落去都冇意義。我有個提議。
So I cheated. Were I in the same position now, I'd solve the problem more delicately. But I was a jerk back then. The only thing that mattered was the movie. I couldn't care less about what people thought, including my heroine. I asked Teresa to write an alternative ending and told Ah-Sing that we'd shoot both endings and pick the better one together. She agreed.
But you didn't keep your word. You released the movie with the original ending.
It turned out to be very popular, but Ah-Sing saw it as a betrayal. At the premiere, she announced she was quitting the new art company that the three of us had founded together. I didn't stop her.
也没有什么立场可以去阻止他吧。
Like she always did.
我寫咗個新劇本，唔係407續作，係全新嘅故仔啊！如果你哋覺得有意思嘅話，我哋下一部戲可以拍佢啊！我自己拍咗部片花，雖然好簡單，可能拍得唔係幾好，但係可以嘅話，我哋一齊睇啊！
It was her proof of concept for a reunion of the Three Swallows. I knew Teresa had always wanted to put an end to the CO7 series and write something she was really passionate about. Perhaps she thought a new story would help Ah-Sing move away from CO7 and become herself again. Unfortunately, when she came to show us the script, Ah-Sing and I were in the middle of a fight.
唔使啦，我唔會再同你哋拍戲。
阿星，等陣啊
Ah-Sing had always been kind to Teresa, but on that day, she pushed her out of the doorway and stormed off. While well, as I said, I was a jerk. I flipped through her script, and a flurry of harsh words left my mouth. 點解仲係上次嗰個類型㗎？我咪講咗咯，呢種故事唔啱你寫啊！ In the end, neither Ah-Sing nor I cared enough to watch Teresa's sizzle reel, even though she tried so hard to present it to us. That was the last time we saw Teresa.
That fire.
Yes, that's why I'd pay any price to get that film. Her script was burned to ashes in the fire. I need to know what story she was trying to tell. I suppose Ah-Sing feels the same. This is what you wanted to see last time you and your officer friend visited me.
You mean the threatening letter?
It's not a letter, actually.
It's the script of Detective 071.
The original. The one Teresa handed to Ah-Sing all those years ago.
Is this a poster of the Shehe parade? Oh, right. It's almost time for the Dushu festival. With everything going on these days, I almost forgot. Wait, is Miss Qixin going to...
Your guess is as good as mine.
哦，这次的故事很好看哦，但是何日君有点活得很辛苦。夹在两个人中间，最后自己还是那个最受伤的。翻神功，好，后面不知道还有几张，可是应该我觉得可能20、21吧，这样子下一次的实况应该就可以把它结束了。然后我想要去看一下那个梁月，他的年龄是多少？梁月他的位置啊，这里。
Hello, ma'am. I'm writing a report on the Cradle Brawl at Dodger Stadium.
不是
The first one we learned.
参展时长17年，所以他才17岁。怎么有一种很干练的感觉？我以为他差不多2开头了。好啦，我们这次的实况录影就先到这里为止喽，谢谢大家，大家拜拜。